is not uncommon that children with autism would demonstrate challenging behaviors. They may not comply with instructions that are issued by their caregivers or teachers. They may throw a tantrum on the streets when they hear a no after they request for an ice cream. They may flop on the floor, scream, or be aggressive to themselves and others when they are upset about something. As we can imagine, this would create huge stress and pressure on the caregivers and teachers. More importantly, all these disruptive behaviors can affect the development and learning of our children. Our children may not be able to adapt to school or social life due to these behaviors. What should I do is a common question that caregivers would ask. Managing disruptive behaviors can be exhausting if we do not have a good approach. Caregivers or teachers would end up giving up and just try to avoid the situations that would trigger the child. When we talk about managing disruptive behaviors, the first thing we need to bear in mind is there's no magic. There is no shortcut for these, and we have to be patient and we need to spend extra time to work on them. We cannot expect our children to change in a few days, as they have been using the disruptive behaviors to achieve what they wanted since they were born. Unfortunately, there is no cookbook to manage disruptive behaviors effectively, and a great deal of analysis is required. First, we have to identify the situations that the student would demonstrate those disruptive behaviors. After that, we have to analyze the information and identify the functions of behaviors. That is what the children want by engaging in those behaviors. Some common functions that we usually see are wanting access to tangibles, escaping from demands, seeking negative attention, self-stimulation, frustration release or control, etc. Knowing what the functions are is very important for us to devise an effective plan. Based on different functions, we can teach different skills to our children to cope with different situations. In general, we want to increase the tolerance level of our children towards different triggers, such as tolerance to demand, tolerance to waiting and hearing no. Other than tolerance, we also have a lot of other skills to teach, such as communication skills, compliance skills, etc. A lot of behaviors may also be respondent in nature, which means the children's reaction to the situation is not under their control. It is common to see our children refuse to have haircut or nail cut. They cannot tolerate water spilling on their clothes, even if it's just a tiny drop. To deal with these kinds of problems, we need to expose children to the situation systematically. Just telling the children you can have ice cream after you finish the whole haircut may not be very helpful at the beginning stage. In the coming April, I will share with you my experience and knowledge on how to manage disruptive behaviors effectively. Welcome to join us if you want to know more what I have talked about. See you!